Few fantasy franchises have reached the towering heights of Harry Potter and Twilight. One became a global phenomenon through its spellbinding magical world, while the other transformed supernatural romance into a full-blown cultural obsession. Whether it is the wizarding wonder of Hogwarts or the brooding vampire drama of Forks, both franchises created formulas that countless movies and shows have tried to replicate ever since. What makes those comparisons so interesting is how different Harry Potter and Twilight really are. One leans heavily into adventure, destiny, and magical lore, while the other oozes romance, danger, and supernatural tension. That unlikely contrast is exactly why Netflix's A Discovery of Witches feels so refreshing. The fantasy drama combines the academic magic and hidden societies that made Harry Potter so immersive with the seductive supernatural politics and forbidden romance that define Twilight. Based on Deborah Harkness' best-selling All Souls trilogy, A Discovery of Witches originally ran for 3 seasons from 2018 to 2022 on the UK network Sky before arriving on Netflix in the US in 2024. Anyone searching for an under-the-radar fantasy TV show that blends magical mythology with supernatural factions, romance, and suspense will find that A Discovery of Witches delivers exactly what they're looking for. Netflix's A Discovery of Witches is a hidden gem of the fantasy genre. A Discovery of Witches has a lot to offer fans of fantasy TV shows, and one of the biggest strengths is how fully realized its supernatural world feels. The show builds a unique and intricate mythology around witches, vampires, and demons. However, it also manages to ease viewers into its setting without overwhelming them with exposition. Instead, the show gradually reveals its lore, making every discovery feel meaningful. This expertly paced world-building is a cornerstone of the show's appeal. Unlike many fantasy shows that prioritize spectacle, A Discovery of Witches succeeds because of its atmosphere. Whether reluctant witch Diana Bishop, Teresa Palmer, is studying magic in Oxford or uncovering dangerous magical creatures, the show constantly creates a sense that its world is full of stories, and the one viewers are watching is simply a single thread in a rich tapestry. What's more, the show has great rewatch value and bingeability. Across just 3 seasons, A Discovery of Witches tells a complete story without overstaying its welcome. In an era where fantasy series are often stretched across endless seasons, the tighter pacing definitely works to its advantage. Every season pushes the story forward while expanding the mythology in meaningful ways, making it an easy binge for viewers craving a polished and complete fantasy narrative. A Discovery of Witches feels like a cross between Harry Potter and Twilight. The reasons many fans make comparisons to Harry Potter and Twilight become obvious almost immediately once A Discovery of Witches begins. Like Harry Potter, the series centers around hidden magical societies operating beneath the surface of the normal world. Diana's growing understanding of her powers mirrors the sense of magical discovery that made Hogwarts so captivating. Ancient texts, forbidden knowledge, and powerful bloodlines all contribute to the same feeling of stepping into a secret world filled with endless possibilities. At the same time, A Discovery of Witches strongly channels the romantic tension and supernatural dynamics that made Twilight such a phenomenon. Diana's relationship with Matthew Claremont, Matthew Goode, carries the same dangerous allure that defined Bella and Edward's love story, especially since vampires and witches are forbidden from forming close relationships. Their connection creates constant emotional tension, blending romance with the threat of supernatural conflict in a way that will resonate with any fan of Stephenie Meyer's franchise. What's especially impressive is how effortlessly A Discovery of Witches balances those influences. The show never feels like a direct imitation of either franchise. Instead, it occupies a middle ground between the youthful wonder of Harry Potter and the mature romantic drama of Twilight. The result is a fantasy series that appeals to viewers who enjoy magical lore just as much as emotionally driven relationships. The show's darker tone also helps separate it from both franchises while still appealing to fans of each. A Discovery of Witches explores immortality, power, prejudice, and destiny with more maturity than either Harry Potter or Twilight often attempted. For viewers who grew up with those iconic franchises and want something slightly more mature, A Discovery of Witches feels like a perfect next step.